Move over, Senku. There's a new scientist in town, and he is not playing. Hey guys, welcome back to Everything Anime Podcast. I'm your host Shinry, here with Everything Anime Podcast. I've been from anime, manga, video games, TV shows, other relevant topics I'm talking about. Today's video is on Dr. Stone, chapters 149. Not sure what I'm going to title it yet, but I remember after reading this chapter, I got really excited because of the reveal at the end. Again, I am at chapter like 160 or so, but I've stopped until I caught up these videos. I've got a few other projects going on. We know we got Tokyo Ghoul going on currently, got the Bioshock review, and well, it's done. It's have to record, and then, I want to talk about Sparking Zero at some point. I mean, it's kind of late to talk about Sparking Zero, but like my reviews are when I feel like doing them, not when they're popular or at their most peak. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't, but yeah, it's just something I feel like talking about. But yeah, and just, especially writing. If you guys don't know, I'm an author. I mean, I know it's always, I don't know how many of you guys watch to the very end, but I'm the author of the Shinry series on Chronicles of Wayne. Supposed to be writing Shinry, Showbiz Shinry, the Next Generation series, Protect Princess Armageddon. And I'm also supposed to be writing or editing Yokuba's Untold Story Part 2, as well as writing Jebudan, which is my second book in the Monsterverse, and those are the books in the Shinryverse, the Showbiz Shinry ones. But I don't know, there's still a lot going on in my head and my life, so I'm not where I want to be yet mentally to sit down and write. But doing these videos is just something fun. It doesn't take much energy. So I like talking about them. And then, even like the 1 or 2 videos, 5 views makes me really happy. So, maybe I can get back into my level writing very soon. Plus I need a good laptop to work on. This is my work laptop. I currently work on the road right now. That's why, again, you have not seen me in my room yet or the setup. But we are getting there. We're getting there very soon. But for now, enough of that long intro. That was like 2 minutes of me just talking. Let's do what you came here for. Let's talk about Dr. Stone. So now that we've acquired corn, Senku said something that I consider blasphemous. Let's look at what he said. He said corn tastes like crap. Senku, you've been my favorite cat. Not my favorite, because Chrome up there, Yukio up there, but Senku up there. Senku, and when I tell you, Senku gonna be up there. But to call corn nasty, call it corn crap. Let me say, there's 3 things. Okay, 4 tops. 4 things I love in life: steak, a medium well steak, catfish, barbecue chicken, and corn. Okay, bread. That's if I was saying I'm gonna say 5 things. I know I'm all over the place right now, but like, regardless, Senku, you talk about one of my top 5 foods. You talk about corn is crap. Senku, I'm coming for you. How dare you, Senku? That's one negative. You gonna drop from the S tier down to A tier for that, Senku. You should drop down 2 tiers for that. You ain't. Corn ain't that amazing. It's amazing, but it ain't that amazing. Senku, you probably gonna drop down to A tier. You reach an A tier with that. Maybe you'll make up for it in later chapters. Anyways, as they're eating, Kawaku's ultimate eyes spot corn kennels inside the river. That they're like, because they're on a ship right now, a small like boat, and they're going upriver looking for. Oh no, they're on the actual boat that they took. It just looks smaller, I guess, in this panel, but they're on that boat, and they're looking for corn, but they come across like her ultimate eye spot corn kennels. And I remember in my mind, I said the same thing that Senku says out loud. That's super convenient. Like, I know, like, Dr. Stone's only got like 60 chapters left, or 40 to, where are we at? 149. We got about 50 chapters left. I was like, I know we got to get the plot moving, but I was like, that's kind of like, it's right there. It seems really too convenient for me. Just a little too easy. Like maybe it was planted there or something. I don't know. We also get sightings of a new unknown enemy. Someone else survived petrification or is a descendant of the astronauts. Because you got to remember, Byakuya Ishigami, Lillian, and the 4 other astronauts, they landed on Treasure Island when the rest of the world was petrified. But they had kids. Their kids grew up. Some of their kids went to Japan. That's the ones that went to Ishigami Village or founded Ishigami Village. Some of them stayed on Treasure Island. That's the ones that are like Irabara, Kirasame, Mozu, but we met Mitsukaze, is that his name? Matsukaze, we just met him, and he's from a whole different clan. So I was like, maybe these are other descendants. But we actually learned something way later. But, I get that. That's where my speculation was at this point. Senku then has a bright idea to attract butterflies, more specifically hoping to capture a corn moth. I had no idea where he was going with this. I really don't know much about butterflies or moths. I was like, okay, I know knowing Senku, it was going to have some kind of significance. But I didn't know if this was something to do with the enemy that we just met. But as much as they love to munch on wheat, he determines that after the light has attracted a lot of butterflies, for this many to surround someone, it means that corn's growing here. So that means corn is currently growing in America. Someone here is growing corn, and I already had assumed it was this new unknown enemy that we have not seen yet, this new unknown person. And so that's what he was doing. I guess butterflies are attracted to wheat, but corn being in that wheat family, being in the bread family, that's he was trying to draw out a corn moth. That's what they're called. Meaning Senku already deduced that someone here is unpetrified. He knew that the only way that corn could be growing in North America is if someone is still alive. Someone is in America and they were either re-unpetrified, they unpetrified themselves somehow, how Senku was with the nitrous acid in the Miracle Cave, or someone's brought them back to life that, he didn't know how, but we do know that, there are others, in Treasure Island, there could be possible others in North America as well. Tsukasa then also senses the mysterious person and the bloodlust he feels. This is the first time we see fear in Tsukasa's face, and that means the opponent must be strong. If Tsukasa, the strongest primate, the strongest teenager or classmate in Japan, is afraid of something, yeah, that means this enemy's going to be strong. And that even raises stakes. We know how strong Tsukasa is. Tsukasa, Hyoga was afraid of him. Mazu was afraid of him. Mazu didn't meet him, but if Mazu did, if he was afraid of Hyoga, he would have definitely been afraid of Tsukasa. And then how Tsukasa just one-shotted Matsukaze, so if Tsukasa is afraid, this is a good indicator that we should be afraid of this enemy. Tsukasa was also going to quickly deduce that this unseen enemy has guns. And we know how Tsukasa feels about guns. That's the whole reason why he wanted to stop the Kingdom of Science from rising in the first place. That's the whole reason why he wanted to stop Senku in the Stone Wars. Is, if Senku got guns, you can be the strongest person in the world, but you can't do nothing against a gun. So it's understandable that that's why Tsukasa's afraid. He's like, oh shit, whoever this enemy is, they have guns. And we don't have that. And we don't want to use guns on people. Even when we had a gun, it was more to scare the enemy, taunt the enemy to stay back, whereas Tsukasa's feeling bloodlust from this person, so that means they're out to kill them. More specifically, they even have a machine gun. Yeah, this unknown person is definitely not looking to make friends, and he is not, not willing to share his corn, that's for sure. But a machine gun, I was like, okay, yeah, this is way more advanced than the current new Stone Age that we're in. So I was like, this person has to be a scientist. That's my first thought. I was like, this guy has to be a scientist. The fact that he has a machine gun. Not even it looked like the actual kind of machine gun. Not something how Senku made his car or how Senku made the prehistoric telephone. No, this thing looked like it was an actual, our modern day time. This person seems to be a man, and from this present time, as he is curious to know how, he's curious how they know what a machine gun is. So he's the mysterious man, the pilot. He's already deduced that they're also from this time period, or from our modern time. He's like, how would they know what a machine gun is? Anybody in this new Stone Age wouldn't know what the kind of weapon is. And he's also smoking a cigarette while he's using this machine gun. Not really significant detail, but it just kind of was I was like, okay, so this guy is to smoke a cigarette, I feel it's a calming sensation, and to smoke a cigarette while you're firing at somebody means this is natural for you. Killing somebody, shooting a gun with them is no problem. Because remember, when Yo held that gun at Maz, even though Maz would have had no chance against that gun, Yo was afraid. Yo was terrified. That's how Maz got the upper hand on him and knocked the gun into the water. So yeah, this guy smoking a cigarette, yeah, he's very casual about killing people with guns. This is no problem to him. They begin to theorize that if America did survive the petrification, my other favorite character, Yukio, tells them that it's more likely that someone self-revived, like Senku. So what Yukio was saying was, it's like they're all wondering, like, is all of America unpetrified? Like, did they somehow survive the petrification? Because that was a lie that Gen and Senku had tried to feed Tsukasa armies, to feed the Kingdom of Stone. They were like, oh yeah, we're in America. I'm Lillian. Yeah, we're all unpetrified here. We're trying to come save you. So it would have been like a real good twist if America did survive the petrification, but that's not what happened. Yukio was like, no, it's more likely that this scientist self-revived like Senku, as like even I think I had mentioned in this video as well, is that, like, you know how Senku was revived through the miracle cave with nitrocyclic acid that fell on him over a long period of time. This scientist could have also as well. But unlike the others who normally would be afraid, Senku was looking forward to this battle of minds, because this man who survived has to be a scientist, as I theorized at the end of this chapter as well. And the fact that he would kill first means he's more than likely evil. So we've got the good scientist, Senku, versus the evil scientist, this unknown man that likes to smoke cigarettes. So we were getting to a Kingdom of Science versus a Kingdom of Science. Like, this would be pretty cool. And I mean, that's the way it's been described, too, because you got to remember, the first arc, the Kingdom of Stone, the Stone Wars was the Kingdom of Stone versus the Kingdom of Science. Second arc, Treasure Island, was the Kingdom of Stone versus the Kingdom of Petrification. Now we have somebody on our same playing field, somebody that's from our modern time and that knows about it and is willing to kill, has guns, isn't afraid to use those guns, is very calm, smoking a cigarette using those guns. Yeah, I was very excited. But I actually did end my chapter here because that was pretty exciting to me, the fact that we could have an evil scientist out there. So anyways, guys, I'm not going to speculate because I am actually a little bit further. So it would be ruining to you guys if I start speculating when I know what's going to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. Hope you guys are enjoying these videos. I try to have them out every other day right now. They used to be back-to-back daily, but again, I just have a lot going on in my personal life, as well as, like, just a lot going on up here. So hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, and I hope you subscribe. See you guys next video. Talk to you later. Bye. Hey guys, this video was sponsored by me, the author of the Shinry series, the Chronicles of Wayne, and Monsterverse. So I figured I'd do this outro a little bit different by showing you guys what you guys will be checking out. So the Shinry series starts with Book 1, Shobu Samurai Project Aryoku. 10 years after the death of his parents, Shobu Samurai returns home seeking vengeance, but instead faces a choice to save his home from shadow creatures, blood beasts, and an organization once thought dead. Shinry's Shobu Samurai starts at $9.99. And if you love anime, manga, Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, Yu Yu Hakusho, Fairy Tail, Shaman King, Rave Master, Zatch Bell, anything like that, the Shinry series is definitely the series for you. You'll definitely want to check it out. The Sword of Light is probably the thickest one so far, and then these books are 2. This is Enter the Dread Zone Tournament, and the series original ending, Arado the Legendary Conjuring Master. So, and I'll just show you guys some of the covers. Really proud of all of these, but I hope you guys check it out. If you don't like that, I also have the current published books for the Chronicles of Wayne, Love Be Damned, Cotton Candy, Full Moons, Fabled Lovers, A Cursed Virgin's Bite. If You Go Where Monsters Dance, Red will Rain Over Your House. Love Be Damned. Now, the Chronicles of Wayne is about a geeky guy, or a nerdy guy in high school. His senior year, he has a crush on the hottest guy in school, because of course he does. He's only got one best friend, and her name is Barb. Well, the hottest guy in school turns out to be a werewolf. And to make the story more interesting, he bites Wayne and turns Wayne into the first ever wolfman in the last 10 years. And because of that, it was also a sacred law that wolfmen should never be created. I don't want to get into too much of the Chronicles of Wayne without spoiling it, but I can tell you it's very short. This one sells for $6.99, and Love Be Caged right after it. The ending of this trilogy, Love Be Liberated, comes out in October. So I'm going to definitely do a more full in-depth review of this one. But yeah, it's an LGBT fantasy fiction story about werewolves, vampires, white witches, a dark warlock, and, well, many, many more surprises to come. So if you guys like to read, I definitely recommend. These are all the books so far in the Shinry series, except for Shinry's Beginning. I do have that one, but it's just not here with me. But yeah, I appreciate a like, support, or just a review on Amazon. Either way, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great day.